Nakai.
Hey, Blaine.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Not bad. Remember when we used to like sit here with the GoPro and make the videos in the morning?
Yes.
What do we call those?
Wake up grumpy.
Why did we call those wake up grumpy?
Because I don't like mornings.
Well, this morning has to be a good morning for you.
Today is a good morning for me.
Yes.
I could finally go for surgery.
Yay! So you have no coffee in you?
No.
No.
No, I have no coffee.
No.
I need coffee.
No morning drink.
No. I want coffee. Like, that would be super fantastic if I could have some coffee.
It's not that bad, though. Your surgery's at noon.
Yeah, my surgery's at noon. I have to be at the hospital by 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So it is currently 7 a.m. And
Aren't you glad I let you sleep in?
Me waking up had nothing to do with you.
I know. I did not wake you up.
No, you did not.
There you go.
I woke up all on my own.
Yeah.
Because I am excited.
Excited. I'm excited too.
I am so excited. I can't.
You know, as long as you wake up.
I will wake up.
I'm not worried. She's worried.
I don't know. I don't know why you're so worried.
We talked about this. It's 2020. And in case you haven't noticed, shit's not been going well this year.
It's true. 2020 has not been going well.
So, you know. But also, I thought we should just maybe mention we're probably going to do these live.
Yes.
We would have been live today, but technical difficulties.
Yeah.
So, like, if you know, like, if you want to, like, hang out and chat and... No, we're not doing morning shows again.
No.
No. That was just... back when we did that, it was like, here's the time of day.
That we were both home.
Yeah. It was the best time. It's like, yeah. I don't think we're going to do daily again either.
No.
But we're just going to hang out. We're just going to hang out and do this like we used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we like doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daily.
Are you tired?
Yes.
Why are you so tired?
Because I did not have a good sleep. I hate you.
I spilled a little.
How dare you waste the coffee?
Ah.
When you come see me when I'm all recovered, or
Chicky nuggies and a double-double.
yes, that is exactly what I want.
I know this shit. We've been around, all right? We've been together for a minute. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah. I've learned some things in that amount of time.
We've been together officially
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah, we started dating in 05.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah. And I just met you, so here's my number. Call me maybe. Don't you have your own armrest? You're like...
No, I don't. I don't like it.
Yeah, but you're fucking with my flow. You're like... You know what I mean? Because, like, I kind of move, and then, like, you're, like, pinning my chair down.
Yeah.
You know what my boss does? He comes and stands behind me, and he puts his hand just on my chair. Just enough that I'm like, bro, I'm stuck.
You can't sit still at all.
No, that is not in my skill set. That's not what I do.
You even move in your sleep.
Yeah, I move a lot.
Uh-huh.
You think I would be skinny, but no.
It's because I make bread.
Yeah, you keep making bread and...
I haven't made cinnamon rolls in a while.
Well, let's recap quarantine for us.
Right? Can you do the rewind right here?
I could because this one's not live, but normally.
Normally, no.
Normally. Yeah, so...
How's 2020 gone for you?
Yeah, well, you got home March I don't know.
I
You and the
got-
kid one weekend were like, oh, I guess we're home now. And then the next weekend I was home now. And I wasn't that upset about it because it's the same day the new Doom came out,
Yes. Yeah,
which I had booked that day off anyway.
I have been working from home since March 13th. I got the official call from my boss Sunday, March 15th, saying that we will not be going back into the office. And
And so we've been home the whole time. And it's funny because we thought, well, no, I'm back at work now.
I shouldn't say I've worked the entire time because I think the first
You worked a limited schedule and now you're back at full time.
Yes, yeah.
But
that's because they had to wait for the servers to get updated.
right, but also we weren't leaving the house.
No.
Like our big exciting trip was like, ooh, maybe we'll go to Walmart instead of Save-On. And even then, it was just kind of like, well, do both of us have to go? Like we were good. We were a good boy and girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing I noticed is I thought like, oh, we're gonna have all this time with nothing else to do. We are gonna crank out the content because that's what we like doing.
Yes.
And then
Depression hit.
that happened. Yeah. No, it was because what we do basically, I think, is we live life and report back on it.
Yes.
So when you're not really living life, there's nothing to fucking report on.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what happened. And yeah, the first couple of weeks of quarantine were hard. And then I got the call from the hospital
Right.
that my surgery had been postponed.
And that's when, and I didn't put two and two together. I noticed that you were on a pretty downward slide.
Yeah.
Well, that was when you started watching Netflix. And we were watching Netflix, but that was when you started, like, you woke up, you watched Netflix, then you needed a break from your hard day of watching Netflix, so you watched Netflix.
Yeah.
And then it was like, isn't it bedtime, honey? Yeah, one more episode. Like, you were sundown to sun up. RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I saw it, but I'm like, oh, well, shit. I mean, like, what are we going to do, right? Like, I was playing a lot of Doom. I'm still playing a lot of Doom. But, like, for me, it was silly, too. But, like, the reason I woke up in the morning was to play Doom.
Yeah.
I played video games all morning. I was streaming at twitch.tv/thatguyblaine. But, I was streaming, so I felt like I was doing something, and there'd be people in the chat, so I felt like I was getting an interaction.
Yes.
And I would do that till about noon. We would eat lunch. That was the one thing we tried to do, was we keep lunch and supper at lunch and supper time.
Yes.
Because I saw that slipping right away.
Yeah.
And I was like, we should at least try and do this so that we at least know what time of day it is.
Yeah.
Right? But the afternoons felt weird. The afternoons felt like, shouldn't I be somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah, it was,
And then the evenings I thought were fine because we ate supper and sat down and watched TV and whatever, like normal.
yeah.
Right? 5 o'clock on was normal, but between noon to 5.
But yeah, I definitely went through a spout of depression. The house got,
The house did get bad.
yeah.
Like, I mean, our house is big, so it's hard to keep, like, the entire thing top to bottom spotless.
Yes.
Especially because our biggest problem, at least upstairs, is clutter. We have too much shit.
Yes, we do. We have to get rid of shit.
And, like, a lot of it is useless shit.
Yeah.
Right? And so, like, if we got rid of the useless shit, coming soon to an eBay near you, that would definitely be, because we got, like, one room in our house we don't even use.
No, we don't even go into.
And, like, I feel bad saying that because depending on where people live, like, the option of having an extra room is just,
Yeah.
right? Like, where we live, you can get a decent sized house for a decent price, right?
Yeah.
But But until we move to Victoria.
Yeah. And the price of this house will then get us.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's funny. We're looking at. It's like I'm finding places that cost about the same as this house. And it's going from
We're
you go
at
from a
2-level.
4-bedroom, 4-bathroom house to a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom condo.
Some of them
Not even a new one.
some of them aren't even 1 bedroom. Some of them are studios.
Yeah, I found one with a Murphy bed. She didn't want it. Right?
I'm not sleeping in a Murphy bed. No.
But that is our plan. Like, daughter has 1 more year of school left.
Yeah.
See what life brings her, what
Yeah.
she wants to do. But like, after she graduates, at some point, like if she graduates and like just walks into real life and is set up the next day, and she's like, yeah, I'm good to go. I'm like, hi, bye.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, it's, you know, you don't want to abandon the kid, but I mean, at the same time, you do want to create a little bit of distance so they can
Grow up.
learn life, right?
Yeah.
Like, you want to be supportive, but you also want to. There's some lessons. You only learn what getting evicted is like if you get evicted. You only learn what, like, you know what I mean? And I don't think she actually will get evicted, but I'm saying, you know, there's things about life that you only learn if you have to do it yourself,
Yeah.
right? Like if you, geez, you know, I'm $200 short of rent this month, Dad, and Dad keeps handing you $200. You're just going to think what I do when I'm short on rent is.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're short on rent by $200, I sure hope you have something worth $200 to sell.
Yeah.
Like, that's real life, right? And that's all I want to do. Plus, I mean, how do I put this? I love my daughter, but she don't listen to a fucking word I say. The only way for her to learn some of these lessons, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The only way for her to learn is she's got to just get into it. Like
But
that.
we for a long time have wanted to move.
Yes.
Every time that we talk about, because like once we started realizing that the kid's old enough and it's going to be just the 2 of us, we started walking around the house and it's like, this house is.
It's too big for the 2 of us.
Yeah. A lot too big for the 2 of us.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, what do we want? And then at one point it was like, can we be digital nomads and live in Thailand? Still on the table, by the way. Just saying.
I like my cushy government job, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, the funny thing is like, you could do your job from anywhere, right?
I can. But the thing is, I have to be online during certain times of the day, according to Canada.
Right, I get that, right? But like, is there a rule? Maybe we shouldn't be talking about this on a public forum. But is there a rule that says you have to be in Canada to do your job? Like, that seems like a rule that would be.
Yes.
Yeah, I figured, right?
Because they take taxes off depending on.
Well, like, I mean, even just like if we were like, you know, for the month of November, we're moving to Mexico for like a full month.
I don't know. I'd have to discuss that with my boss.
Yeah, that seems like the type of thing, the type of rule that would be there. But yeah, we basically, after all the dreaming and scheming and plotting and planning and everything we came up with, where there's like, the one thing that was consistent is we want to live at sea level.
Yes. I function better at sea level.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you walk around pretty achy normally,
Yeah.
and anytime I take you somewhere that's sea level, you're just like, running free!
I know. It's like, let's do stuff.
Yeah, it's like, all of a sudden you're like, you want to go for a walk? I'm like, yeah, okay. Holy shit, babe, you're keeping up with. Now, this is the funny thing. Her legs are probably 6 inches longer than mine.
At least, yeah.
Like when we stand back to back, her bum sits on top of my bum. True story.
I have long legs.
I have short legs.
My inseam is a 34.
Mine is a 28, which I can't find, so I have to wear a 30. But yeah,
And
no.
I can't find, so I have to wear a 32.
Yeah, so like I got short little stubby legs. We're the same height though.
Yeah. But when we sit...
Well, your chair's up higher than mine. But anyway. Where was I going with all that? Big
sea
yawn.
level.
Yeah, but for some reason, I walk so much faster than you with these itty bitty legs.
Yes.
And I'm like, why? when you're like, oh, slow down, I'm having a hard time keeping up. I'm like, why? You're not even walking as much as I am because I'm smaller, so I have to take it's farther, right? Like Jet Li from I was gonna say the Destructibles. That's not it.
I don't know.
Expendables.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I'm smaller. I have to travel further. I have to jump higher.
But it's just I hurt.
Yeah, and I mean we're at a pretty good elevation here.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. So anyway, that's our big plan. Well, here's what happened. As soon as moving out to the island, you staying at your job, and me probably getting, you know, whatever, I can find work. I have skills. I have lots of skills. I can do lots of work.
Hire him. Once
that was like our solid plan B, generally speaking, I believe this, and it happened to us. I'm like, as soon as you have a solid plan B, it becomes your plan A.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Yeah, once we realized that our plan B was more obtainable
Yes.
than our plan A, it was like, all right.
But to be fair, we haven't really put a lot of effort into the plan A.
No, but I'm tired. But plan A would be a little bit harder to pull off because
Well, that was the thing about plan A that was so enticing for me is like, this shit's crazy, yo. Can we even do this?
and I am not that
Plan A was sell everything we own and move to Thailand.
Yeah.
Or well,
Somewhere.
like, you know, because like you could stay in Thailand for I think 60 days, 90 days.
Yeah.
And then, you know, but jump around between there and Bali and Vietnam and like I want to go to a lot of Southeast Asian countries.
Yes. One day.
One day.
If the world opens back up.
I think it might be open for us. I know it's not open for America. The
No.
rest of the world's just like, nah, you keep that shit in America. You keep America in America. And America's like, I don't understand. And it's like, ooh. Anyway, I don't want to get political.
No.
I don't, right? Like
But when they wanted to build a wall, everyone's like, that's stupid. Now the rest of the world's like,
we'll pitch in.
would you settle for a chain link fence?
That's terrible.
Well, I mean, they closed their border. The Canadian-American border is actually currently closed. You are not allowed to travel across the border.
Right.
And they've kept extending it, and it sounds like it's going to get extended again.
Which is kind of upsetting to me because at the end of July, there's this little cabin down in Idaho I like to stay at.
Yeah.
But, I mean, whatever. And it's literally like, oh my god, it's literally like 2 minutes across the border, too.
Yeah.
Like, the exit road is a mile away from the Canadian border.
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, that was one thing that we did do during quarantine was we kind of like, okay, we're going to look up news or like we kind of gave ourselves about an hour. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, here's an hour where we could talk about the virus and blah, 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 blah. And then other than that, it was like, okay, let's just...
Well, because for the first, like, week to 2 weeks, it was...
We were obsessed.
Well, the whole world was, right?
Naturally, right? And I mean, like, shit was happening. But, like, all of a sudden you realized it was unhealthy.
But you couldn't help but watch because it's like a train wreck.
Yeah.
Like, you can't help but stare because it was, like, every day it was something new.
Yeah.
Like, it was constantly changing.
Yeah.
When somebody's like, well, what's the plan? It's like, I can tell you what the plan is for the next 24 hours.
Well, I mean, that was... every now and then you see somebody be like, I can't believe they did this. It's like they threw an entire curriculum together in 3 days. What did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
Or like, you know, there was a lot of... I noticed that. There was just a lot of complaining. But there was also a lot of, like, heartwarming come-togetherness. Like, we're all in this together was, like, a worldwide theme. Mm-hmm. You know?
That is the one thing that I personally found that has improved with society as a whole is they've started putting their priorities in different places.
Some places have.
Yes. Well, here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
But they put, like, people are, like, spending time with their family.
Yeah.
Things that you took for granted.
I think this was an eye-opening thing because all of a sudden people realized, like, hey, like here was the thing I noticed, right? Like people who complained about their jobs on Facebook all day, every day. I hate my job. I hate my job. I hate my job.
Yeah.
About a month into quarantine, they were like, I want to go back to work. Why won't they let me go back to work? And it was like, but you hate your job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it was like maybe, like, it gave you a different perspective because, like, everything that you had built in your life could just be gone in a second.
Yeah.
Like, just gone. No, and not even from, like, you know.
Anything you did.
Yeah. So we just kind of, yeah, I don't know.
And it was amazing the amount of people. Like, we see so many people.
Everybody was going for walks.
But it's continuing, right? Like,
yeah.
We're slowly opening back up, but, like, you still see kids playing outside now. You see people going for walks. The stores aren't, well, Walmart was busy yesterday.
Walmart's always busy, though.
Yeah. But
we only went there because we had to.
I needed dog or cat food.
Yeah. Big yawn.
Yeah, I know. But, it's definitely changed the world, and I don't necessarily think it's...
At least it changed our world.
And I think it's definitely changed it for the better.
Yeah. Like, well, I mean, I think it just, it put, I think it gave a lot of us perspective of, maybe your day-to-day grind that you thought was so important really isn't.
It really isn't.
Like so many things that you thought were important, at least that I thought was like, okay, yeah, and it's just like, nah. It's like, Blaine, what do you like to do? Oh, you know, I like to, like, drink beer and mow the barbecue. Mow the lawn on Sundays and barbecue. And, and I like to play my video games and like, you know what I mean? Like, it was, you know, those things where it's like, here's what I like to do with my life. Like, you know, like we bought lawn furniture or patio furniture.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden we're actually just sitting outside for, you know, an entire afternoon, just the two of us. Sometimes the kid will just, like, hang out and just sit outside and drink lemonade and I don't know. But yeah, and so, like, I don't know. That was cool.
This whole thing has definitely gave me a new outlook on life.
Yeah, for sure.
The only thing that really negatively affected me with the whole COVID was my surgery.
Yeah.
Because I was originally supposed to have surgery at the beginning of April. It is now July 2nd.
Yeah. Yeah, that was when you hit your depression too.
Yeah.
Right? Was like, because you still had hope.
Yes.
And then, but it was a weird thing too, because, like, I remember sitting there one weekend going like, oh, geez, it's hitting the news a lot. Oh, they're sending Kai home. Well, I wonder if this is, like, a real deal. By the next week, I was laid off.
Yeah.
Like, 1 week later, it's like, okay, I'm laid off, and we have no idea what's going on. Like,
yeah. No, it's...
We knew people who left the country because it's like when they left the country on a Thursday or whatever, it was like, yeah, well, you know, I mean, I don't know, right?
Well, when they
I would have left that day too, right?
When they left, it was kind of like, yeah,
It's like, okay, we'll be careful. And then by the time they got, like, down there and it's like, okay, well, guess we'll go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, I think we also, I mean, like, quarantine's over, though.
Well...
Basically, though. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we're we're back on real world time now.
Yeah, we do real world things now.
And when you recover from we want to have more people over for barbecues. We're gonna have, not we want.
It's not just talk. It's not going to be just talk.
Yeah.
We miss people.
Well, yeah. Well, and I mean,
like I talk to people every day. Like I have my few people that I talk to every single day.
You have to have those things drank by 8, right?
Yeah. On that note, we gotta wrap this up.
All right.
Yeah, I have to go down and drink.
Well, we'll start doing live streams if you want to hang out. It'll be fun.
And
in the comment section, ask us anything. We have lots of advice. Some of it might be good. You know, remember how we used to end these? You know what they say? Some mornings I wake up grumpy. Sometimes I let her sleep in.